And you don't hear Mudvayne much anymore. I wonder what's been going on with them. Dig it. I could dig that song right now. Yeah. What's going on, my man?
Oh, just doing that thing, driving home.
Feel you. Just rolled in myself.
Absolutely nice.
Man, speaking of nice, it is very nice outside. It's like 80 right now.
It is absolutely amazing out right now. I take this all day, every day. It's 73 here.
Ooh.
A light breeze, just enough to, a little bit of cloud in the sky, but not much. Mostly sunny. Not bad. I'll take it.
Yeah, it's surprising that it sounds like it might be even nicer up here where I am at right now. So yeah. For sure, I wore 2 different Hawaiian shirts today.
Excellent.
Mostly a screw with one of my coworkers. He was like, hey, I thought you were wearing a green shirt earlier. I was. Sucker.
Oh, man. Pretty sure that shirt is from last week. I don't know what you're talking about.
I wear the same shirts every couple of days, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, you fucked right up.
I'm a fat dude. They're Hawaiian shirts,
Yeah, it's like, it probably wasn't the same shirt, but it was the same kind of colors. It's fucking Hawaiian shirt, bro.
Yeah, it was. They get a couple yards of fabric.
That's about it, you know what I mean? Like, oh, Jesus, man. How much to it? Oh, what we got here?
Great day, woke up just in a great mood. I don't know what it was, that's one of the great things about, having mild schizophrenia is, you get these awesome ups and downs. Like, it's exciting being me sometimes. I never know how I'm going to feel the next day, so.
You're like a box of chocolate.
Yeah, you never know what pat you're going to get. Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, that's good. I mean, shit, nothing better than starting the day off right. I hate when you wake up in the morning and nothing's really happened, but you're just like, I feel it, man. It's gonna suck. Not a good feeling.
I felt it in my bones this morning. I was like, it's going to be a good day. And so far, it's been a phenomenal day. It's pretty well over at this point, so, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. It's pretty well over. Me personally, I've got a couple of places to stop on the way home. I've got to go to a client's house, check out a job to quote, and pick up some odds and ends on the way home. And it'll be wrapped up here in the next couple hours for sure. Pretty happy about it.
I should go through some of our previous episodes, clip out some more shorts. Those do pretty well, it's good. Let me know down in the comment section if you guys are a fan of those shorts, picking out 1 to 3 minutes of funny quips, some hot back and forth.
Something just really hits home for you, like that was gold. Let us know. Like, subscribe, hit us up in the comments, say something.
Yeah, ring-a-ling the ding-a-ling.
I hear it. It's like we used to say in the Marine Corps. Yes, sir. No, sir. Fuck you, sir. Something. Throw it up down in the comments. Let us know where you're at.
Yeah, right. Just put something. Yeah, interaction's always helpful. But like I was saying to you the other day, man, I started playing this new game. Just come out like last week. It's called Clair Obscure Expedition 33. Most people just call it Expedition 33. Bro, it is made by first-time game company. First game they've ever put out. It's instantly getting 9s out of 10s plus across like every fucking rating platform. It is honestly one of the saddest games I have ever played. Holy crap. And it does not pull any punches. Like, immediately, it's got a beautiful French singer, putting out some really heavy notes. And then it just switches over to, like, the story you're dealing with. Ooh, boy. It gets you right in the feels. This game, they've got a great way to use music contextually to convey more emotion in a way that I just haven't seen a lot of games do recently. Yeah, real powerhouse. Super fun to play, too.
Excellent. What's the name of the company?
Shit, honestly, I couldn't even tell you. Yeah, let me pull it up real fast, like.
I wonder if it's they just lucked out and nailed it on their first try, or
that's kind of what people are saying. Let's see. It doesn't even tell me on their page right here who it's by. I would have to navigate off-site here. Yeah, but I want Sandfall, something like that. Real small company. They only have like 30 programmers apparently. So it was.
Wonder if they pulled some from elsewhere. They just got tired of where they were at.
I guess it was a passion project. They've talked about some of their like developer log stuff over the last couple of years, and just a small, super dedicated team.
Yeah.
It's great to see, honestly.
Yeah, and like we talked about, the new stuff is, I'm into the retro stuff, so I've recently been playing some more new games, if you will. New games.
It's funny you say it like that, too, because a remastered just came out of a video game from 2005, 2006 era, so like when I was still in high school. And honestly, they just threw a new coat of paint over it pretty much, and damn, it holds up. I am really surprised that a 20-year-old game is like topping charts nowadays.
Awesome.
Hey, great to see. I mean, sad also in a way, because there aren't games coming out right now that are holding a candle to some of that action.
Yeah, I've got a buddy of mine here at work. He's been huge into Diablo 3 lately, but he's also head over heels for that.
Lost you there.
Bachelor, stops at the package store, goes home and plays video games all night. And, but he's huge into it. He's just Diablo and Marvel Rivals. It's like, hey man, whatever floats your boat.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that Marvel Rivals, people fucking love that game. Holy moly, that it's been a juggernaut lately.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's grabbing a lot of people's attention for a long time. It's all fast-paced button mashing crap, so it's just not stuff that I'm into. But
same.
It's nice to see that years and years gone by, and they can still come up with new titles and new games in general that are able to grab a group of people as large as they do still.
Oh shit, man! With Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming up here. There's no release date, but they keep saying by the end of 2025. That's what Rockstar, the developers, say, is by the end of this year. It's going to be the single largest piece of media ever created. Like, as far as money goes, every analyst, every media expert is already saying that bigger than any movie that's ever been made, it will sell more than any video game, more than any newspaper. It will be the single largest piece of media ever sold as far as like reach. It will make more money than any one thing ever.
I mean,
that's just like insane to say out loud.
Yeah, that's a good review, right? You're like,
yeah,
shit, man, I'm in.
Well, when they put up the trailer for it, it literally broke YouTube. Like it crashed the servers. It's like that's
too many views at once.
Yeah, I mean they made tens of thousands. They probably made hundreds of thousands. Yeah, they at least multiple tens of thousands, probably 50K plus off of just the trailer. With just the amount of people that watched it.
I mean, obviously, that's how things are. They progress and they change, and things get better over time, right? Get better, air quotes. But imagine if we had that kind of exposure, since like the early 90s and stuff, where people could just go on YouTube and watch the trailers for like the new Sonic game coming out or whatever. Like, what kind of difference that could have made for some of these companies back then that, that maybe not making, well, whether or not they're not making any games, but just not making games that you hear about all the time. Like the big brands back in the day, like Konami, you don't see, them putting out like, the newest game by Konami. I don't even know if they make video games anymore, but they were awesome back in the day. Stupid shit like that. I wonder if that would have made a difference for some of those companies.
I would imagine so. I mean, there were some games that, just missed the mark a little bit. And if they had a wider outreach, beta testing and early access to video games is more of a thing than it ever was. And that's a huge benefit to video games. I mean, Baldur's Gate 3 is a great example of that. It was in early access for an entire year, I believe, before So everybody could just download it, they could get copies of it and play it, and their feedback was taken into accord, and they changed the game over and over and over to meet players' want. And if we had that same access 30 years ago, things would be very different. Surely,
right? Like you would think it would have to be.
Yeah.
At least, if not extremely different, at least a little bit.
Well, and I mean, there's also like negatives to the internet as well when it comes to like everybody now has a platform to spout their shitty opinions. I mean, myself included. Thank you, YouTube.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's everybody's entitled to it. Everyone's gonna have a shitty opinion. I've got my shitty opinions, as we all know. But I agree with that. The internet is kind of it's a good and a bad, because you got people that are like, yeah, man, this is cool, and then you got other people that go on a far lengthier tangent about how it's not cool, and it's like, gosh, shut up already.
Where they say the only time you're concerned about free speech is when someone says something you don't want to hear.
Yeah, exactly.
It's too often. Yeah.
That's exactly how it goes. Like, when everybody agrees, even it could be the wrongest shit ever, but if everybody agrees, no harm, no foul. But Jesus Christ, you get one person in the room that disagrees with the other three, and there's going to be some turmoil going on. Like,
oh yeah, for sure. I mean, people focus more on. There was a great. A teacher goes up to a blackboard. They write 10 math problems, 1 + 1, 2 + 2. You get it, right? And they go through, they solve them one after another, until they get to the final one, and they whiff it. And the whole class laughs at the teacher and says, "Ha, look, you got it wrong." She says, "But you don't look at the 90% I got right. I have an A for a grade, and you're laughing at me?" It's like, just think about that action of it. Yeah,
that was like you said, that was a social experience.
The negative opinions, like when you look at our channel, for instance, we got a couple videos over 100 views, right? Almost no comments as far as like positivity. If people are actually enjoying it, the average watch time is 5 to 10 minutes long, and people ain't putting nothing down there. Hey, funny conversation, I liked your back and forth. Nah, it's only people who shit on us that put anything in the comment section, and that's kind of like internet etiquette nowadays.
That's exactly how it goes, and it's funny because like somebody posted up in this little RC page that I'm not that I'm like that big into RC crap, and I don't really have anything, but I'm interested in this stuff, so I like the page. And somebody put up a picture of this Tyco Typhoon, right? This hovercraft, and I had one as a kid. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh man, I'm like, it's bringing back the memories of when I had this thing. I totally forgot about this fucking thing until I saw the picture. And I'm like, oh man, I had this exact craft. I grew up with a stream in my backyard that was, wide and calm, and it would freeze over in the wintertime. Like, this thing was awesome. Like, hours and hours of fun. And then it's like, and I'm like reading other people's comments, like, yeah, it's the best 7 minutes at a time you could ever have, blah, blah, blah. Because the batteries didn't last very long at all. But it's like, even me, I'm like, nobody cares about my opinion of this fucking thing. So I deleted the comment. It was a positive comment. It got deleted because nobody cared. In my opinion, nobody cared that I had that as a child. So I was like, whatever. But then you got the people that are posting. They're like, oh yeah, the batteries were crap. They die quick. The lid on the front, it never stayed clipped. Like, yeah, no shit. As a 7-8-year-old kid or however old you were,
you didn't care. One of the funny things, if you ever want to see like a lot of positivity in a comment section, put on like rain on a canvas tent, or just like ocean waves and thunder, and it is like the most positive comment section I've ever fucking seen in my life. It astounds me every single time. Like, number one comment will be like, I bless anybody who's reading this, I hope you sleep well tonight. And it's got like 1,000 likes. It's like, what the fuck? How is this where you find happiness on the internet? Insomniacs.
People are going there for the point of them going there is for positivity anyway.
Yeah, right. I'm going there so I can just lock my screen and hopefully fall asleep.
Right. And that's what they did too. And they're like, oh, this is so soothing. It's putting me in a good mood. You don't want to be put in a bad mood and be all amped up right before you pass out,
Yeah, right. Who am I, the RZA?
Yeah, right.
Jesus Christ, man. People have just... forgotten that the movie Coffee and Cigarettes existed. That is one of the best, like, mini documentaries. I don't even know if you classify it as a documentary. It's kind of comedy. It's a black and white film just about, like, different musicians sitting down and having coffee and cigarettes. And at one point, Bill Murray is serving coffee to the RZA and the Jizza, and the RZA talks about how he'll drink, like, half a pot of coffee right before he goes to bed so he can dream really fast and get the most out of it.
Yeah. All right, buddy.
It's just like, what the hell? Like, this is a lost media almost. Man, back in the good old Netflix days.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, dude. I don't know.
So I learned something pretty sad recently. It kind of ruined a little bit of the sheen that my childhood sometimes, holds on to, right? Is Papa Gino's is a chain restaurant.
Yes, it is.
I don't like that fact. I did not think that was a thing. I thought that the Eastbrook Mall in Willimantic, Connecticut just had a place called Papa Gino's, and that's what it was. No, it's a whole fucking chain of restaurants.
It's a whole thing. Yeah,
but there's only
exactly.
one in Connecticut. It's Willie.
Yeah, I mean, technically stores. Yeah, but yeah, exactly. It's funny you'd say that because, like, I didn't find that out recently. I found that out quite many years ago. But when I found that out, I was like, oh, never mind. This is the same goddamn hot dog you get everywhere else.
But yeah, okay. So it was exactly one of my coworkers got a pair of Vans, right? Some slip-on Vans or whatever, and they had that white background with like a red checkering pattern. And I was like, oh, dude, those look just like Papa Gino's tables. And he's like, oh, yeah, I know what you mean. I was like, wait, you're from, like, up here. How do you know? He's like, everybody has a Papa Gino's. And I was like, oh, God, the world, it's crashing around me.
Yeah, right.
It's like realizing that Scrooge McDuck wore a shirt but never pants.
Right.
Now your whole childhood fucked.
Yeah, not for nothing. There's a lot of characters, cartoon characters that didn't wear pants.
Out. Yep.
Kind of disturbing.
I mean, at least Mickey, he wore, shorts, but no shirt. Winnie the Pooh, he's just got his honey swinging everywhere.
He was just dangling his bits, bro, Hey, whatever, whatever floats your boat or doesn't, But Disney especially, they had their little run there for a while with that animator that decided to make some stuff happen,
Oh yeah.
The guy that got mad at Disney for whatever reason and just started animating random shit into the movies.
Yep.
That made for good entertainment, dude.
As you look back on it, for sure.
Look back on it. Well, and because as a kid and whatever, or even growing up with VHS, you don't see it. Like, it's animated in there so quickly that you could never pause it on the right scene. If you did, it was luck. So it's like, well, now that, we're adults and we have all this technology and shit like that, it's like, oh, man, what do you mean he did this to all these movies? And then you go on the interwebs and you search up all these movies, and you're like, oh, my God, like, I remember that scene. Fuck, there was like a flash of something. Didn't know like what all had happened, and that's what the fuck had happened. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. Like
there's a bunch of wild shit. Well, like in Willy Wonka, the one with Gene Wilder. At one point when they're in that like crazy boat ride, there's a flashed image of a rabbit getting killed, and it was like the first. Like showing of an animal being murdered for non-processing purposes in a commercially viable film. I'm sure some like wild shit like that, but more or less it was the first time that they filmed somebody killing an animal and put it in a movie.
I didn't do any. I mean, I know the scene you're talking about, and I was like, wow, that's kind of fucked up. I've never done any research into it, but I'm sure that caused a huge outroar.
Yeah, pretty much like nobody saw it. Like, it wasn't a big thing until well afterwards, similar to animating the word sex in the sky in Lion King, or a priest with an erection in The Little Mermaid.
It was 5-0 Goes West, I believe it was the priest boner. And then the Little Mermaid had a bunch of random shit in it.
Just a bunch of dicks littered everywhere.
Bunch of dicks everywhere. Just dicks everywhere.
Dicks everywhere. Dude, okay, so I play this game sometimes called Cyberpunk 2077. It was a big thing for a ways. The weirdest thing is there are dildos all over the place in that video game. Like, no fucking kidding. Like, many Bethesda games, like you open up your inventory to go sell it to a vendor, and you got like different armor and guns and stuff. Now, Cyberpunk 2077, you just got like a handful of dildos in your backpack.
Hell yeah.
It's
so very strange.
So fucking off-putting. And the weirdest part of it is there's like 20 different models for the dildos too. They got like gold ones with bumps and shit. They got like glow in the dark. It is so much
what you're saying is they put a lot of effort into the dildos for some reason.
Yeah, like honestly, I gotta say it's like one of the horniest games as far as all that goes. You can like, when you do the character creator, you can mess with your genitals and stuff too. Yeah, like that's it's a whole thing. I have no idea why that's the choices that CD Projekt Red made, but that's what they went with.
Yeah, that's very strange.
It makes it honestly really difficult to stream or record the game because, like, sometimes your dick just pops through your pants. Yeah, hey, that's video game for you.
I don't know why that's necessary in the game, but sure, you know.
Necessary? Sure. Probably not.
Not at all. Yeah, no, not at all.
Well, I mean, to a further extent, Red Dead Redemption 2, the horses, their testicles react to the weather.
That's funny.
Yeah, like, who put in the fucking work to measure on the map, like, oh, if you're above this latitude, your horse's balls will shrink.
I mean, not for nothing, right? That's good attention to detail, bro.
It just, and that's why Rockstar is such a great company, and Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be a huge piece of media. Boom, I brought it back together.
Absolutely, yeah, brought it right back to the beginning. Boom, there you go. It's funny because I was looking at like Pokemon games on the interwebs. Not that I'm not into Pokemon. I collected it back in the day, whatever. And I'm not against them. I play the games, but it's a surprising amount of covers that have some kind of sexual content. You know what I mean? Like, it's always some kind of like busty, like Japanese girl that's just like tits out, vag in your face type shit. And it's like, I'm pretty sure this is a kid's game, though, no?
Yeah, that's like a whole thing they do. Like, Japanese, like, media companies, they're really big on, like, large-breasted women with a lot of legs showing kind of action.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know if the 8 and 9-year-olds need that.
Yeah, I don't remember Misty looking like that when I was a kid.
No, right. There was, what the hell was her name? The evil girl there. What the hell was her name? I forget now.
Jessie.
Was it?
Yeah, because it was Jesse, James, and Meowth.
Yes, Jessie. Ah, that's right. But she was always like the bustled up, like leather suited, villain type person. Whereas, Misty was always like, I would say,
wearing those fucking Daisy Dukes with suspenders, traveling around with 2 dudes and some animals. Yeah, dude, she was getting riggedy wrecked like Rick Sanchez.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like, this is a kid's game, though.
Yeah, right.
What the fuck is going on here? Like, I thought it was battling like little monsters and fucking magic balls.
Well, so there is almost like an adult version of Pokemon, though. It's called Pal World. You ever heard of this?
No.
Oh, dude. So they're getting sued right now. You can still get the game. It's fucking wild. So it's called Pal World. It's pretty much the same concept of Pokemon, except you have guns, and you can, like, force them into fucking labor. You can kill and eat them if you want. Yeah, okay. It's like a whole thing. And just to throw it extra wild, right? There's some super crazy internet people that have made, like, a dating simulator for this game as well, with like the Pokemons, because you know how sometimes some of those Pokemon are like too hot.
Sure.
Yeah, so that's like a thing they did, because they not just over-sexualized the box art to sell it to kids and stuff, as far as the humans go, but some of the Pokemons, they got big thick ass and stuff too. And there's some wild people on the internet. Yeah, it's a dark, gross place out there. Watch your children.
Yeah, watch your kids, man. Put the filters on, put the limitations on.
Yo, for real, they don't need to be on that thing more than 2 hours a fucking day.
Dude, well, and I agree with that. If you looked at the usage in my house, you'd be like, are you sure you agree with that? But it all depends, too, because, you look at certain things, and some things are just like, no. And then other things are like, okay, yeah. Like, for instance, one of my kids likes to do the Duolingo,
Yeah.
multiple different languages and shit.
Well, unless they are just learning to say the word "but" in like 12 languages.
Yeah, so it's like, all right, so you got to check that shit too. It's like, all right, well, there's crazy shit that they can Google search, there's crazy shit that's going to pop up on the TikTok and all that crap. But it's like, make sure even the other stuff that you're like, okay, well, that's educational, or that's harmless, like, that's no problem. Like, okay, well, just make sure it's not harmless too, because they could be using it for something else.
Bro, 100%. 150%. CoCo Melon, you ever heard of that shit?
Yeah, I have.
Did you hear about, like, them brainwashing kids?
No.
Okay. That's, like, a whole thing that they are starting to prove is a real thing. That experts are saying that the way that they make their show is incredibly detrimental to children. The like constant laughing and just inattentiveness to each other, it's just noise in the background. It is, some experts are saying it is equivalent to like the torture we did in like Guantanamo Bay by just like blasting death metal the whole time. It is really bad for kids apparently. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff on it, like as far as parents are canceling CoCo Melon, like leading scientists say, yeah, like there's a bunch of, and it's like a entertainment show made for like little babies.
See,
yeah,
and none of my kids ever, we never had them watching that crap. So I don't know, like I've never seen it, don't know what it's all about. I've heard it obviously, but yeah, that's wild.
Or the Teletubbies. I mean, they tried to convince us that just going on tangent, pure comedy here. This is for entertainment purposes only. Teletubbies. They tried to convince us that homosexuality was okay. See, they're trying to brainwash kids just by all these cutesy shows.
Yeah, I mean, look at what they're doing nowadays. Talking about telling your kid at school, like, oh, if you don't think you're what you are, you don't have to be what you are.
Right, yeah, there was a My Little Pony thing about, like, trans rights or whatever recently. About, like, I'm not a him, I'm not a her, I'm a they, because I don't feel like any of that. You're a fucking elephant. Shut your mouth. Shut your trunk.
Yeah, and I'm not an expert in the field. I'm just, I know, like, what I am.
Nah, man, I am an expert. I've seen shitloads of genitals.
Yeah, so like it's like I'm a dude, like you know what I mean, like, and I'm a dude. So like if you're like, oh, I don't feel like it, all right, be a gay dude then, whatever, man. You know what I mean? Like, be a gay girl, be a straight girl, be a gay guy, be a straight guy. It doesn't matter. But it's like, don't get all crazy with it, man. Like, I'm not trying to offend anybody, and if there's any of you people listening, I'm not trying to offend you. Just know that we're walking different paths in life. Okay?
Well, there's also like different types of masculinity. I mean, anybody who looks at like our content, like actually looks at it. I mean, buff dude with a big thick beard versus an overweight man with like eye problems. Like, there's different types of being a man. Like, absolutely same thing when it comes to femininity as well. I mean, Jen's a woman, she had a kid, but that's not what you like think of as voo voo voo. It's a very different type of expressing who you are. Yeah, so I think everybody at some point has some like, who am I as like this type of human being? But I don't think that it shakes out the same way as to like, hey, you should cut off my dick. That'll be cool.
Yeah, and it's funny because look how many of people that go through with certain stages and they have regrets and they're like, shit, I wish I never did that. And it's like once you get to the end where you're like, well, that's a different. I woke up with different running gear today, and well, now you can't go back. And
dude, I saw like the funniest fucking video the other day. It was what happens to trans people when they get Alzheimer's, and it was like a older white man wakes up, he's got like a gray t-shirt and his hat on, and he like pulls open his shorts, he looks down and he goes, what happened to my dick?
Like, yeah, no kidding. You know what I mean? I don't know, I mean, I'm not hey, listen,
that's just funny. I don't care who you are. That's just funny. If you don't think it's funny, then grow up there and like learn the fucking sense of humor. Like,
if you can't get on board with knocking a little fun around about literally any fucking thing, then man, I don't know, find a different conversation to listen to.
Yeah, like honestly, we're 20 minutes in. 30 minutes in, they would have clicked right the fuck off already.
Yeah, you said 5 to 10 minutes. That's actually pretty good.
What's weird is it's not always the first 5 or 10 minutes. Like, and there are people that watch all the way to the end. Like, there's no joke, like 12 people, I think, on one of the last videos I looked at that watch the whole damn thing. And I'll be honest, it's not me. I don't watch our fucking content. Like, I do it for editing purposes, but that's in CapCut. That's not even on YouTube. It's like, for real, exactly. Yeah. Like, there's no like, what am I going to go back and listen to the same conversation that I just had? Oh yeah, especially if I'm sober. Then it's just like I actually remember saying these things. It's less entertaining that way. Yeah,
for sure. Far less entertaining. It's like, oh man, same joke twice just isn't funny.
Yeah. But every once in a while, like with AJ, I'll get like blackout drunk, and like we'll do a recording, and then I'll go back and listen to it, and it's just like, holy shit, I don't remember any of this. We are funny. Like this is just pat myself on the back. This is good stuff.
No, this is quality. I mean, I don't know how I got there, but I like it.
Shit, man. Like, don't get me wrong, a little racist, a little sexist, but pinch of salt, pinch of pepper. It's
yeah, it's all part of the chit chat.
Yeah, dude, I like that. Little racist, little sexist. Yeah, but it's like salt and pepper. You need a little bit for it to taste right.
You got to spice it accordingly, man. It's
hey,
like
if we got like a budding comedian, go ahead, steal that joke. Just at me later when you're famous, eh?
Yeah, fucking throw up a comment down below. Let us know you stole it.
I stole this from two pricks from Connecticut on the internet.
Whatever. Yeah, it's like fucking Theo Von said back in the day. He's like, I don't say it unless you do.
Yeah, right. I won't unless you do it first.
Or else he say, when I gotta get it out, I just write it down. What the fuck?
What the fuck? Yeah.
Just fucking say it, bro. Just fucking say it. Who gives a shit?
I try not to be like too hateful, just in general.
No,
like,
everybody gets
not targeted. Yeah, exactly. Like everybody's like, it's just full blast. It's like speakers, everybody around me gets it.
Zero filter. I've been told my entire life by everybody around me, I do not have a filter. So I do not have a goddamn filter. Sorry. And I don't necessarily agree. Like, I think I do have a little bit of a filter.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You know how to turn it off. I've seen you, dude, Yellowstone, buttoning up that burgundy collard and tucking it in. Yeah, motherfucker knows how to turn it up, turn it off.
Turn it up, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, a lot of the stuff, I've got big holes in the filter, too. So it's like, I thought about it. I fucking said it anyway.
Well, it's funny. One of my coworkers, she said fuck at one point, like this afternoon, like on our floor, like full our room full of like developers, like everybody was there, project manager and shit, and she was like, sometimes you just gotta say fuck it and do what you think is best, Pat. Just go ahead with the scenarios. And she didn't like bat an eye. She didn't think about it because we talk very candidly. We're open like that, but. Yeah. It wasn't until later where it was like, oh yeah, she's probably gonna get in trouble. I'm the client here. You can't say that.
Yeah, I mean, fair.
They're not allowed to wear shorts. Like it's that they're that kind of thing. Yeah, like it's a private company. They got some fucking rules.
That's so strange.
Well, I'm pretty sure that one of my coworkers got married in the last month, but because he's gay, they didn't tell anybody.
That's fucked up. I mean,
yeah,
like whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not
dude,
saying,
I honestly don't care. Like, he's a great young fellow, but I was just astonished because I thought we had built a work relationship. Like, hey, I know you, like, congratulations. Now it's gonna be fucking weird if I say, hey, congrats, I heard you're finally buttoning it down on that dick. So
it's so funny. Yeah, you like it so much, man, right?
Yeah, put a ring on it, like, fucking congratulations. Like, now you get to pay taxes, like,
yeah, exactly.
as a pair.
I think that's great because, like, even with where I work, I mean, we're constantly putting like fucking gay pride stickers and shit on people's bumpers and whatever. And, like, I make magnets all the time, like, you know, shit says like I'm so gay I can't even drive straight. I slap it on the fucking, like, one of the owner's trucks, and it's like, I mean, I can understand, like, you know, like, the company's like, oh, I'm against it. We're not going to say anything about it, and, you know, a little different over here. Like, we don't take kindly to too much of that as well in the line of work that I'm in, but we also make light of it constantly.
Yeah, see, with my employer, you know, working for the state, there's all this HR bullshit. So for the most part, I gotta, you know, put on the face and do the thing when I'm at work.
Yeah, no, I sent I was at Sturbridge Village for a field trip the other day, and
nice. Jealous.
It's fun, you know. I mean, I enjoy it. I like that place.
Well, that's the thing. Like, as an adult who, you know, abuses drugs, that kind of stuff is super fun.
It's super fun. And as an adult who was high, I was, you know, I like my marijuana, and so we rolled up on the pigs, who immediately started banging, and I pull out my phone and I start recording. You know?
Yeah, right.
And I mean, this place is, you know, notorious for field trips, and it's mostly, you know, families.
Yeah,
and shit
it's
like
children,
that,
it's educational stuff.
So,
yeah.
So there was a number of people that, you know, were like, why is
what's
this
he
guy
doing?
recording?
Yeah.
Why is this guy recording?
Yeah.
Getting at it. And so, you know, in the video, I'm like, I'm sending it to my work chat, because that's what I did. That went into my, you know, like we were talking about, like the Teams program and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, that video went to my Teams. And, like, that's that's the difference between, you know, my HR and your HR, I guess. My HR was
for
like,
sure.
Hilarious. It's like, yeah, because it is.
They tell us to be extra careful with what we put in Teams, because anybody can request it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, nobody's going to request our shit. If anybody was like, oh my God, can you believe what Rich put in you know, the old owner would be like, that's fucking funny. Like, I don't see a problem here.
Yeah, most of my stuff is just, you know, Corgi's wearing a Hawaiian shirt licking an ice cream cone off of a boardwalk in summer, shot from a low angle in 16:9. That kind of shit.
Perfect.
Oh, also, by the way, I've gotten really good at AI prompting.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
Go figure.
Yeah, nice. That's good stuff. Well, cuz, on that note, I am at my first destination. I got to get in here and see what's up.
Hey, it's been fun, it's been great, and it's been great fun. Until next time, love you, cuz. Peace.
Love you, cuz. Late.